Ah, tá. So when I was younger, like when I was around, let me think, 7 or 6 year old, I had many friends, many friends. In my school class, my class, like I had many friends because I was like a kid. I wasn't thinking and doing things, I was just doing them. I wasn't overthinking. I want to play football. I would just go and play. I wouldn't think like, do I have, am I playing well or am I playing badly? I wasn't thinking this. I was just playing and doing and being myself. So when I was younger, I was just happy and chilling with my friends. That was my life. But then what happened is when I swapped schools, things came a little bit different. So because I lived my whole life in this other school, so when I swapped, I had no friends in this other school, and I didn't know how to make new friends. And I was constantly overthinking, caring about what other people thought about me. So what happened was adapting myself to personalities that I wasn't sure it wasn't me. I was just creating new personalities to praise people, to make people feel happy about me, to not disappoint them. That was my life 1 year and a half ago, more or less 1 year ago. So I spent a whole year like this in this other school, and I was quite happy, but it wasn't the thing that I actually wanted. I wanted to be myself. I wanted people to know myself, to know me, not these other personalities. With one person in my class, I would speak in one way. With the other one, I would speak in the other way. I was putting on masks, different masks. That's not what I wanted to do. So last year, 2022, in my summer vacation, I started like enter this self-improvement journey. I found myself thinking, why am I doing this? Why am I changing my personality and wearing different masks just to praise people? Why am I doing this? What's the point of doing this? I don't care. I'm just going to be myself. When classes come back, I'll just be myself. And I don't care about others' opinions. I'll just be myself and try to be happy. And having this mindset, I'm here nowadays creating this video. I'm happy. I'm actually happy. I've changed completely my mind about, I don't have the same mindset that I had, but it's quite similar. But you need to understand, you need to change your way of thinking about others, and don't think only in adapting your personality. You need to change the way of how you're thinking now. So how to be yourself? That's a really weird question, but I was reading a book. It's called Please Yourself by Emma Reed Turrell. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I think that's how you pronounce it. But this book basically explains how this bad habit of trying to praise other people to make them feel better and living for other people's lives, not for yours. It's a really good book. I recommend a lot if you have this problem that I had. But I will explain more or less how to stop this caring about other people. Basically, don't think like this, but basically for now, think like this. How to actually stop caring about what others think. So think to yourself now, right now. Think to yourself, why are you pleasing others? Why are you doing this? Is it because you don't like the feeling of discomfort when you guys don't think the same, or just you don't like discussions, or you feel more accepted, you feel secure or in control of the situation if you're doing this? When did the world most change? What were the situations that made the world completely change? Sometimes views or beliefs after wars. I know this may sound quite strong, but after wars happened, the world changed a lot. Discussions and arguments are not a bad thing. You need to understand this. Having different views from others is not bad. It's really good. It's good for growth and development. It's not worth to just live for the others and not for yourself. You're losing many opportunities, and you're just not, you won't be happy. Many people have depression because of this. If you read the book 48 Laws of Power, you probably know there's a law there in this book that basically says that you can wear different masks for each situation. You need to adapt yourself and this thing. I mean, I don't like this law, to be honest. And that's a different situation because in this book you're learning how to manipulate people, so you're basically doing it for yourself. But even though I don't think it's a good law, but this book is for manipulating people. So if you read this book and you have this problem, just delete this from your mind for now. It's a very specific situation. What I need to understand mainly is that people won't think you're great or think you're nice for making them feel good or making them feel accepted, or in some ways yes, making them feel accepted, but for doing this, for pleasing them completely is not. They won't feel better, they just feel that you're fake. People will start noticing over time and it won't work. So stop, there's no benefit in this. If you want, you can go back a little bit and this part that I asked you to think about this question. Why are you pleasing others? Just think about it, actually think about it. Why are you doing this? And try to think the pros and cons. You see that you have more cons than pros. But if you still don't believe me, just actually try changing yourself. I know it's kind of cringy. Anyway, but this phrase is actually true. Just be yourself. Be yourself. This phrase is kind of contradictory, but it is true. Share your opinion whenever you can. And for example, if you want to say something in a conversation, a group conversation, say it. Don't keep it for yourself. Say it, express what you're feeling. Share your thoughts, your opinions. Say everything what you think. People value a lot this nowadays. Authenticity is really valuable nowadays. So even though others may not like or may not agree with you, people will value this a lot. Maybe others will feel more connected with you because you guys have the same way of thinking. Just say what you're thinking. That's basically it. It's basically the number one tip for improving completely your social skills and everything. If you need only one tip, is be yourself. If you're not in a classroom and there's this girl at the back screaming and I don't know, and you're feeling that you don't like it, just say it. Say please, and you stop and try to pay attention. Share your opinions. People will like you for doing this. I've had a friend in my class is not in my class anymore, but we're still friends, and he's kind of the popular guy, the popular guy who was always like the leader and those things. But why? Why was he so popular? I was thinking back then, 1 year ago, I was thinking, why is he so popular? Why does he have so many friends and it can be like this? He wasn't special. Not wanting to like make him lower, but he wasn't special. He didn't have major talent. But I say he just shared his opinion and said what he thought it was right. He just said things in the middle of the classroom. He screamed saying, this content is boring, and people in the class will laugh. Anyway, it's actually really valuable to share your opinion and be yourself. You might not think it actually is, but it is. It is. It's really strong. So I want you to think in one more thing. Who are you living to? Think a little bit. Who are you living to? Are you just living for, I don't know, for your parents, for your friends, for others? or living for yourself? When you're changing your personality or helping someone in a thing that this person didn't even need the help, or you understand, you're living for another person that might die tomorrow, or if you die today, this person will forget you in 1 week. It's good to help others, but think in who are you living to. I like this phrase that is not a phrase, but probably in 100 years, after 100 years after you die, nobody will know you. Nobody will care or think in the things you did. You'll just be dead, and that's it. So why are you living for others and not for yourself? Why are you living for improving others' lives completely and not living your own life? I'm not saying it's not good to help people, but I'm saying why you're living to others and not for yourself. Think about it. So there are some things also that I want to say, that being yourself, this it's kind of contradictory, because I was going to say I was going to do some videos of, probably in the future, of social skills, of like maintain good posture. I don't know if I want to do this anyway, but maintain good posture, speak with a good tone of voice, those stuffs. If you don't do that, it's basically okay, you're just being yourself, so you're not doing it. But implementing those extra things to yourself are good. So that's why it's good to be yourself, plus some good things, plus some confidence and all this stuff. You probably know, maybe. You need to know what you're going to apply into yourself. Just don't go like helping others, throwing many things into yourself and just creating again this mess. Know how to apply things into yourself, and actually like read some books about it. It's really good. It helps a lot. I think it's not really worth it in the long term to have masks and to be different from yourself, because you end up creating friends, having friends that you don't like. Your friends will do things and you just follow them, but you actually don't like them, or you have a partner that you don't like it because you're just faking your personality. One day your personality will show up, and if those people don't like your true personality, it will hurt a lot. So it's better to have this small group of friends that are actually true friends than having this large, enormous group of friends of people that don't even like you. In the long term, long term, think in the long term. That long term is really important. In the long term, it's not worth it. One extra thing that I like saying, is if you can share your opinion and be yourself at the same time of showing humility. So it's good to have an opinion, to show your arguments and be yourself. But if you can also hear about other people's opinions and you hear about other people's opinions and judge if they're valid or not. Even if they're not, if you're just hearing and respecting, that's perfect. That's perfect. You become a big person. And when I say to stop caring about others' opinions, now that you've heard all of that, don't. It's contradictory again. Don't stop caring about others' opinions. But you should care about your friends, people that you find important opinions, their opinions about yourself, your family opinions about yourself, your friends' opinion about yourself. It's good to care about those people, but not random people in your life who are walking through the street. Those people, you shouldn't care about them. Your friends, yes, but now that you've heard all of that, if you want, you don't need to care, but it's good to care. First of all, remove this weight from your shoulders of caring about other people's opinions. And then you start caring about your friends' opinions, for you all grow together, and it's way better in the long term. So don't stop caring completely. So my conclusion to all of this is basically what Emma Ray Turrell says in her book. Praise yourself. And that's it. Thank you.